Men, where do you live? Men, do you have a home? Man, you can have a home. Listen up.
Does your home feel like a home?
Wait, you went into it. Did you get the listen up?
Yeah.
Okay, cut. Men actually have domain of homes. He may shake his head no, but the truth is we do.
We do what?
Have homes and a domain of home.
Paul, look, everybody knows what a home is.
No,
Yeah.
they don't.
Yeah, it's where you flop down, you go to sleep, and you get up and you leave and you go someplace
That's
else.
the flop down sleeping place. A home has way more than that.
Really?
Au contraire, mon frere.
Why?
Why?
What do you
Because
have
a
more
home has many, many aspects and facets and components to it.
Okay.
Components such as it's a place, and it's your ground, and it's your spot, and it's a place of renewal, and it's your roots can be there. Yeah, real roots. And,
Blah, blah, blah,
and
blah,
power.
blah.
You can't
Why?
hack home.
Why does home matter?
Because without home, we are poor souls adrift in the storm. Ask any captain. I can't underscore that more.
Okay, so if my home is, it matters how my home is. It's going to affect how I am, how my home is.
Correct. Thomas Jefferson.
So what if I hate
Thomas
my home?
Jefferson.
What if my home? What if I hate it? What if I don't want to go there? What if I
Thomas
avoid it?
Jefferson.
Thomas Jefferson.
Thomas Jefferson.
He didn't like
knew
his
that.
home?
He knew that.
I saw Hamilton.
He understood that. He said, first we create our home and then it creates us. Do you know what that means?
Enlighten me.
It means that our, museum curators know this. That's why they change the show all the
So
time.
I should move into a museum.
No, it means that however you make your home or not make your home, it will make you or not make you. Fussy home, fussy man. Clean home, clean man. Simple home, simple man. Complex home, complex man.
Okay, but let's say I'm in a home right now and it's, it's fine. It's working. There's things I like about it. Maybe it's not my ultimate dream home. It's not where I'd really want to be. Is that okay? Is that going to mean I'm not a man? What are you saying?
Our homes have no defining force upon our masculinity or gender. We are men outside of our home and men inside of our home. Our homes may be messy and we're a man. Simple and we are a man. Complicated and we are a man. Large, we are a man. Small, we are a man.
Okay, so how am I supposed to think about my home?
Well, you can think about it as a place of renewal, as a place of where your tribe comes from and where you keep that small eternal fire going. And it's a place of it's your spot and your ground. And it's your anchor and your platform, a place where you return to and renew yourself with. So it's quite the full-time spa.
Okay, so if I'm a man, if I go home and it feels stressful because
Yes.
the dog's out of control or the kids are running amok or there's a lot of noise and I can't focus, is that something I can do something about?
Yes, all of that. It's all by your design because it's your home. Okay? And the leader you want to be will either lead his family, inspire his family into following your vision and your design of this home, or just allow it to be the default home. Honey, I'm default home. Oh, yes, here's your default drink. Where's my default kids? They're out playing in the default yard with the default dog.
Okay, so
Defaulty, come here.
I get it. You're saying like all of the domains, like the domain of self and health, as we have spoken about in previous videos.
Self-health, homework, money, relationships, creativity, fun, spiritual purpose.
Yes, all of those, and like the remarkable
Yes.
practice
Yes.
that we have here,
Yes.
this is a self-leadership practice. I
Yes.
get to choose, I get to decide,
Yes.
I get to, in some ways, determine how I want to be in my home, how
Yes.
I want my home to be.
Why, yes.
Obviously,
Yes.
there may be other
Yes.
people involved,
Yes.
and I can do my best to influence them or to be an example of how we should treat our homes
Yes.
and take care of our homes
Yes.
and
Yes plus yes equals yes. Yes times 10 equals yes, 10 yeses. The components of home are place, ground, spot, renewal, roots, power center,
center?
power
center.
settle for power, tribe, and of course, always fire.
Fire.
Always have to
Light
have a
your
fire.
home on fire?
Have to have a fire.
No, this
no,
is
have
not
an
a good-
eternal
no, don't do
small
that.
fire. Fire.
Oh, fire. Okay.
Fire.
So, place, Paul.
Place.
Well, place is easy. Place is like I got the map, and there it is. It's right there.
I be staying up at. I be going to.
Yeah.
Take me to my place is having a place.
Okay.
If you declare your place in the park, that's your place.
Right. And what if I don't have a place and I want a place? Should I feel bad about myself?
No. Why? Why dislike yourself? Why hate yourself? Why not just take forward steps to find a place?
Okay. What if I have a place that I don't like? What do I do?
Okay. Can you change it? Can you improve it? Can you get it more into the zone? Can you move to a
I don't
place?
have enough money. I
you
don't
do
have enough
like?
time. I don't know. I've got challenges.
Oh, you have challenges. Do you have creativity? Do you have ideas?
Yes.
Do you have willingness?
Yes.
Okay. So every day, don't you improve yourself 1%? In your training,
No,
don't you do one push-up more every day?
I do, but maybe some men don't or don't even know how to do that.
Okay.
So I'm just asking.
Hey, some men who don't, consider doing 1% more every day. One more push-up.
Here's the bottom line. If you don't like your place, change it. Take a step. Don't accept it. Don't blame others. Don't blame the world. This is your choice. And you get to make the difference. Got it? Get it? Good.
Did you hear that? Change it. If you want to know more, read more.
Okay.
Read more.
I may be slow. I've been accused of being slow. But tell me, what is ground? If place is my spot on the map,
Yes.
isn't that ground? Or unless I'm living in the
It is
air?
not ground. You are living in the air.
I'm living in the air.
Dudes out there, you're so spaced out. You've heard it before. Dude, you're up high in the sky. You've heard it before. Dude, your feet aren't on the ground. You've heard it before. Our place is also our ground, where we ground ourselves. Okay, it's more than just an address, spot on the map. It's a place where we feel grounded, anchored, deeply rooted, where we can renew ourselves and take stock of ourselves. Make sense?
So what you're saying is, when I go to my home, my place, my home,
Yeah.
I should feel a certain way when I get there. I should feel a certain.
There is no shoulds whatsoever.
no
You
should.
should not do
I should
anything.
not do anything. I should not do anything.
You
I
have an
shouldn't feel.
opportunity
Oh,
to be grounded because that's a component inside your domain of home. Per our proposal, you may flush our proposals down the toilet, or you may embrace them and consider,
well, what's the alternative to being grounded?
oh, I'm in this box called home. I'm in my head, I'm anxious, I'm all over the place. I'm no different than I was outside. I'm no different than I was all day at the office.
I may be worse than I am outside.
I'm on the freeway in this box they call my home. That is an ungrounded owner inside his home. So the way we ground ourselves in our home is we really get home. When I get home, I take off my shoes so my feet are on my ground. I often take off my socks so my feet are on my ground. I have a quiet home. Nothing's in it. Very simple. It's like a simple rock garden. I ground myself in my home how? By being very quiet, very still, very slow, very mindful.
Sounds boring.
It is
Sounds
so boring.
It's so boring.
It is so boring.
It's so boring.
The more boring, the more.
But you know what? It's your boring.
Yes.
I honor your boring.
Thank you.
And you're entitled to that.
Thank
I
you.
don't have to live that way.
Correct.
As long as I feel good about my home,
Yes.
but I do surround myself in my home with things that I care about, things that inspire me, things that I cherish, that are really important to me, things that serve my purpose, things that serve other people in my life,
Right.
and memories and all kinds of good things that enable me to do the things that I want to do in my life.
So what you're hearing is that my home's a bit of a temple. Mr. Jonas's home is a bit of a temple with artifacts and unique, eccentric antiquities. Fantastic.
And useful, yeah.
Fantastic. And I know your home is where you wear shoes and walk around with ski poles and parkas and hats and go from room to room.
So as men, again, you get to choose. You get to determine. You get to decide what is your home. What's going to ground you in a place where you can feel what you need to feel to go back out and do the hard work in the world.
The remarkable practice about your home is to have a relationship with your home.
That's right.
And to be in relationship with your home and to cultivate your relationship with your home.
And what you might want to do in your home, we talk about feeling grounded. Now, Mr. Velick spoke about, how neat and tidy everything was, except he forgot to mention that when he goes out to his garage, disaster, tools everywhere, it's a mess. His motorcycle's leaking oil on the ground, parts from that he ordered are all over in boxes. So there might be spaces in your house that aren't as grounded as other spaces. Is that an opportunity, to improve those spaces? It is a work in progress, and we're all moving forward. So take a look, go through your home, find out where you feel most grounded, where you feel less grounded, see what needs to change, what you can do about it, and make a plan to make that happen. So you could be grounded everywhere in your home, feel good about it.
Which we call domain consistency. So if it's neat inside, why not have it neat outside? If it's simple inside, why not have it simple outside? If your domain of home is grounded and rooted and simple and by your design, have it move into other domains. Have it be consistent with your domain of self. Thomas Jefferson said, first we create our home and then it creates us.
I've heard that before.
Have you heard
Very
that?
good. Yeah, that's
Yes,
very good.
Thomas
Okay,
Jefferson.
good. But Spot
Spot
is your
Oh,
dog. Spot is your dog.
Spot.
Where you have a dog. You go, here, Spot. Come here. Come on.
Spot.
There's something in my home that's very special.
Something very special in your
Yeah.
home.
It's a place I go to.
It's a place.
In my home.
In your home.
In my home. It's a
place in your place.
It's more of a spot. It's a spot in my home.
Yeah, I know,
and when I go to this spot,
I know.
you already talked about ground and
Yep.
place. And like here I'm in my spot,
Oh,
and in this spot,
so important.
everything just
So
like,
important.
oh man,
So
the
important.
seat where I sit
There it
and
is.
I start to feel things, and people are attracted to me in this place.
They
come
love
to
it.
me.
They love it. Yeah.
They come
Yeah.
to me, even my
Yeah.
dog and my cat.
Because
they
you're
come
in
to
your
me.
spot.
Yeah.
In your spot.
Yeah, and I get ideas and I get energy
Thinking, energy, writing.
all of it. It just
Yeah.
all comes when I'm in that place.
Yeah, in that spot.
Yes, in that spot.
Yeah.
That's right spot.
Of
And
utmost importance. I wrote the 10 domains in my spot. In my chair by my fireplace, I wrote the 10 domains.
you did.
Yes.
Oh, amazing.
I must say.
Yeah.
And so spot is of the utmost importance.
So-
I also smoked a lot of cigars there and started small fires and lit books on fire. And
Yeah.
so having a spot is key in your domain of home. And having a spot.
Where is your spot?
Where's
your spot in your home? Here's when you know you'll be in your spot.
Cut that out.
You'll be in your spot when you know it's your spot.
Oh.
When you go to that place where it's the place you return to in your home, where you feel the most connection to the place,
Greatest
to
connection.
the ground, to who you are,
Yes.
to your energy in that
Yes.
particular location.
Power center spot.
That is where you go.
Also, there's a component of renewal inside our domain of home. What is renewal?
Well, renewal is a feeling I get when I step into my home where I feel grounded and it's my place and I feel ownership and I get recharged. In my home, I get reminded of why I go out and do what I do, because I'm reminded of the people that are important to me, who I care about, and the reasons that I work hard and do battle and do everything that I do is to support and build this life and create opportunities for myself and for others. That and my home reminds me.
Are
of that.
there
Renews me.
renewing features and stations in your home?
Yes, there are. Yes.
Oh, yes, there are.
Yeah.
In fact, a home is a renewal station. There's hot water. There's this horizontal thing for sleeping. There's this room for personal hygiene. There's this room for food. So Renewal is everywhere in our homes. Roots. Well, brings up a dilemma, because some of the men we're speaking with, they live in their roots. They live in their family home. And their family home may have gone back generations. So they're living in root after root after root. Some men have just moved to the city and have a little sky pad up on Tower Avenue. Where's the roots there? Well, it reminds them of the modern times they saw growing up. But where are the roots? Where are the roots everywhere? So roots are a very important thing, and if we don't have them in our home, can we make them?
Yes.
Yes, we can. How can we do that?
Well, for me, roots are about what you establish. When I moved into my home 20 years ago, I put down some roots. Roots in the community, roots in the neighborhood, roots in the area, in the city. But it started with this purchase of a home, right? And I started to build those relationships. My family knows where, my long, relatives all over the country, they come to this place to see me, right? Sometimes I go to see them, but when they come to see me in my home. So I put down roots here, and then that branched into business and all kinds of different ventures. All the domains of my life are rooted in this place that I call home. So it's something you can build, something you can establish. You don't need to own your home. You can rent your home. You can still put roots in there. And then if you just move, you pick up your roots and you go somewhere else.
Right.
You build them there.
Those are all of the connective roots. Did you get it? There are also the Onsite roots. When I moved into my place, I replanted. I brought plants inside. I scratched away walls. I took off the asbestos from the ceiling. I changed windows, and I made all the changes remind me of the places I grew up in, my roots of inner dwellings and inner environments. And so I brought all of the outside roots inside and all the inside roots outside, and then adding the connective roots, my home is rooted. Do you get it? Power center. Power center. Power center. If your home is not your power center, where is your power center? In your gut? Good answer. In your solar plexus? Great answer. In your heart? Yes. Soul? Yes. But in the outside world, where's your power center? Down at the Xerox copy shop?
What if my power center is my office? Because that's where I make my money. That's where I build my business. That's
the power center of your domain of work. That's the power center of your money. Where's the power center of your life?
Well, I have different power centers. I would say my relationship is a power center. I power center in myself, like you talked about.
Mm-hmm. But if the word center meant a dwelling, like a healing center, like a conference center, where is the power center of our lives?
See, I think this is interesting, and I think men are conflicted about this, because I know men who I've worked with, and sometimes in my life this has also been a challenge, is work becomes the most important thing. So work becomes the center because I feel like it drives and it feeds everything else, and things like home or other things become diminished. Mm-hmm. So I think this is confusing. If home should be my center, or and for example, when I was single, when I was alone, home was not my center. My center was being out and making things happen, and being at work where I had people and I had a team working for me. That was my center. So I think it depends on what stage you're in life when home can become your center. Later, during a stage when I had a family and there's more activity going on in the home, then it feels like more of a center because there's a lot more activity there.
If you watch the show called The Men Who Made America, you'll see John...
You haven't seen TV since 1968. When did that show come out? I
saw this in 69.
Okay.
You will see John Rockefeller coming up with ideas of kerosene, and then that stuff that made that trash called gasoline that he threw away. But he would always return to his power center, his home, to think. And it would show him pacing and thinking, and pacing and thinking at home. Far more hours than all of his inventions and all of his innovations and entrepreneurial work that made this country. And so our power center is our home. It's where we think, renew. It's where we consider, reflect. It's where we have the work domain Mr. Jonas spoke about.
Well, what if it isn't? I mean, what do we
Oh.
do? How do we make it that? How do we create that?
What I've done is I've designated areas for thinking. I've designated areas for reflecting. I've designated areas for big ideas. And my home completely supports all of the content that I bring to my coaching and to the remarkable practice.
So, okay, I hear that, and that
Because
sounds
really important, if we look at a screen, we're consuming. If we're writing, we're creating. And so I'm always writing at home. And then I bring my creation to here, right now.
Does that mean that our whole home is the power center, or maybe there's power center spaces, or
You can do that. Isn't your kitchen the power center of your nutrition?
yes,
And isn't your kitchen in your
and
home?
creativity and
Well, that's a
other
good point.
things.
That's
Yeah,
a good point.
yeah.
Right. And well, bedrooms are the power center of procreation and regeneration, and bathrooms are the power center of personal hygiene.
Hygiene.
Yeah.
Hey, hygiene.
The matter on tribe is, where did it all start? Who started the first home of your clan? Grandpappy Amos, back then and there. Okay? And then the family evolved and progressed and grew, and the tribe obtained more homes. And so, really, we're following the legacy of our tribe.
Or we're creating new legacy.
We are.
And we may be building legacy. Maybe
In new
we had
places.
a different kind of a home that we grew up in.
Yeah.
And we didn't like. So
Right.
we're establishing, creating, and building our tribe in our new home
Right.
with the people that we choose in our lives, not the people that we were, thrust into or born into that maybe, weren't so great in
Right.
certain ways. So this is a chance for you as an owner, as a leader
Owner
of yourself, internal,
Right.
to create that tribe. And this is your place to do it on the spot with the power centers, and you see it all comes together. Fire.
Eternal light somewhere.
Is that really
But
what you
it's
mean? Like
metaphor.
really fire? Oh,
it's metaphoric.
it's a metaphoric
Yeah, yeah.
fire.
Yeah. Our home is where our fire is and where we keep our fire. And with the fire that we return to, that renews us. See, it's inside all of those components. Okay? Because the ground is warm that we cultivate at our home, and our home is our fire center and our power center. And I know that some of you do keep a backyard fire, a back garden fire, a back fire pit fire, and in a fireplace fire, and it's alive and well. Put all these components together, and we have our domain of home. And it's a masculine place if you make it such. And the remarkable practice is being aware of the domains, being aware of these components, being aware of what practices you build to animate these components and keep this domain in the zone. Men, you've heard the components, you know the domain, you've heard everything what we said. Go home, make them alive, turn them on, invite us over for no pizza.
You go home, you check all your domains, then you slam the door and enjoy it.